Hello on this Monday, March 10th, 2025. I am still Jason Shapiro with crowdedmarketreport.com. And what a Monday it was. Here's the issue. Everybody knows that sentiment has gotten bad here. Everybody sees these things like the AAI number and the CNN fear greed. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that the market hit its 200-day moving average on Friday and had a nice reversal day. Everybody knows that. And the problem with everybody knowing that is then they all buy it and try to pick the bottom. And everybody doesn't catch the bottom. So when we get something, then we come in today and right from the get-go from last night, the market is gapping down and all those people that bought the everybody know trade get taken out. And that's what happened today. They got taken out. Now, was that enough to call it capitulation? I hear that word capitulation now every half hour. But was that enough to get the capitulation? Because now they got stared out if they tried to buy it on Friday. It's certainly a step forward. I wouldn't buy it here, until we get some sort of market confirmation in the form of the market acting better with some bad news. We have not gotten that. We really haven't gotten that arguably since that Friday, this day right here, Friday the 21st of February, where things went sour. We stopped reacting well to bad news. And we are now at a point where no news and the markets go down. And that's not a good tape. But the tape can get better. And when it does, then maybe that's the time to try and get long. But certainly, for me at least, at this point, we haven't hit that point yet. I have been stating a lot that I think that the trade, if you want to be risk on, is to short the yen. And you can see this is the most long that speculators have been yen ever. Okay? Yen is a risk-off trade. So this has been a beneficiary of the risk-off move. So if risk is going to go back on, then I would think that the yen is going to go down. Because it's so crowded here, I think this would be the best way to take advantage of that. And it's starting to show up. If you look, the yen, while stocks closed on new lows today, the yen didn't even take out Friday's high, right? And it was actually pretty crappy most of the day. It did rally as stocks started to sell off early, but then it got nowhere after that. It really got nowhere. It's starting to show its hand. People are way too long there. If risk is going to go up, the yen short is going to be a much better risk-reward trade, in my view. So that's really what I'm focused on here. The yen is my main focus because it is the most crowded trade by a long shot. Okay. Other than that today, we saw, I thought, what was pretty normal given the stock market. And the stock market really, let's face it, is everything here. You're talking about something that's 200 times GDP, right? 200% of GDP here. That's a lot different than like when Reagan took over and the stock market was, 40% of GDP. The stock market has a big effect here. So the stock market went down. And what did that mean? Well, it means there was some flight to safety. The bonds went up. Although again, the bonds hit their highs at 11 o'clock this morning and never took out those highs even though the stock market was going down. So that flight to safety was there, but wasn't there that much, right? And as stocks have made new lows, bonds have not made new highs. It's an interesting divergence to me. And the dollar actually was well bid today. The dollar all of a sudden has now again, or at least not for today, become the flight to safety, right? And we've heard so much in the last week or two about this euro thing. And today it just stopped. And the pound trade stopped. And I'm out of my pound long, by the way, here. But it stopped, right? Because the crowdedness has gone away. Bitcoin, those who want to tell me that Bitcoin is its own thing and it's not a risk-on trade. It's all, that clearly has not been the case. Okay, Bitcoin was a risk-on trade when risk was going on, and Bitcoin has become a risk-off trade when risk is going off. That has not broken yet. The Bitcoiners want to say what they want to say, but the market is saying something different. Risk on, I would expect Bitcoin to go up. Risk off, I would expect Bitcoin to go down. It's really that simple here. And as I said before, I would choose the yen over short yen on a risk on trade over anything based on positioning and based on how it's acting. Okay. And everything else was the same too. Crude oil went down. Okay. The economy's tanking. Crude oil is going down and making a new low, right? Normal. They're getting out of their longs. Look how long they were crude oil up here. See the blue? That's speculators. See how long they were? See how long they were here? See how long they were here? Well, they're getting out of it now. Because people are starting to freak out a little bit about, weakness in the economy. It makes sense to me. That all makes sense to me. Bonds up, these kind of economically sensitive risk-on trades coming off, dollar flight to safety, some bond flight to safety, although weakening. So all kind of made sense. So at the end of the day, who cares, Jason? Do I buy SPOOs or not? And what I'm saying is, not today. I think we have to see some form of market confirmation before you can safely put risk on. And that could be in the form of, the tariff news being worse and the market not going down on that, or all the things that we are following that we know are bearish to the market or have been proven to be bearish to the market. Let those things happen and let the market shake it off. We've got CPI coming up. We've got PPI coming up. There's plenty of information. But again, I would watch for the yen more than anything else. I think the yen will fail first. That's the one I'm focusing on, and I think that's the best way to do it. Okay? So that's really my thoughts for today. I hope it helps. As always, please like this video if you did think it helped. We do these market recap videos 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. We try to make one a week public, which is what we did today. And you can just be a YouTube member, which I think is like $10 a month or something. And you can get these 4 videos a week as well. And I try to put different things in these videos that can help with, at least how I see, can help with trading and risk management and all that stuff. Okay. So anyway, thanks for listening. Again, if you could just hit that like button, I would appreciate it. Always happy to hear questions and comments. And check us out in all of our various forums, CMR, crowdedmarketreport.com, Twitter, Substack, and all that. Okay? Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again soon.